So hello all, in this video we are going to talk about the next topic of applied maths unit 2, permutations and combinations. So we will be talking about basics of permutation and combination in this video. So for permutation, three things you need to remember. The very first is the formula for permutation. Just remember this formula NPR. Right now it will not be clear to you. I'll explain it later on when we'll be using it. So this is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. Just simply remember this formula NPR. We call it NPR means n factorial upon n minus r factorial. So second thing is what is factorial, right? So second thing is to remember is what is factorial. So factorial means if we are talking about 2 factorial. So 2 factorial is 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. 3 factorial, so 3 multiplied 2 multiplied 1 is 6. 4 factorial, the values of 4 factorial is 24. How it is 24? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 24. 5 factorial, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 120. So 6 factorial, 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 720. Similarly 7 factorial, 8 factorial, 9 factorial. So what you have to do, you have to just by heart these factorial values, because at the time of doing question we are not going to write it or we are not going to get these values again and again. So just by heart these factorial values in at one time. So directly we will be using its value, like 4 factorial, whenever we will be using 4 factorial we'll directly write 24. 6 factorial we'll directly write 720. 8 factorial we'll directly write 40320. So just by heart these factorial values. Now let's come back to the topic, what is permutation and combination. So there is a very basic difference between permutation and combination. This topic is very easy, but you need to remember, you need to be sure where you have to use permutation formula, where you have to use combination formula. So with the help of a very basic example, I'll explain it to you. Suppose there are 3 balls, right? Ball number 1, ball number 2 and ball number 3. Now we need to pick 2 balls, right? Anyhow we need to pick 2 balls, right? So how can we pick it? Either we can pick 1 ball and 2 ball, or 2 ball and 3 ball, or 1 ball and 3 ball, right? So there are 3 ways by which we can pick it, either 1 or 2, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, right? So we are talking about only one particular possibility here. So these ways are called combination. These ways are called combinations. If we talk about permutation, permutation means possibility, all the possible outcomes, all the possible arrangements. So all the possible arrangement means, suppose if at one time, firstly I pick 1 ball, secondly I pick 2 ball. Similarly, firstly if I pick 2 ball, 2 number ball and then 1 number ball. Similarly 2 number and 3 number ball. Again if I pick firstly 3 number ball and after that 2 number ball. Then 1 number ball and 3 number ball later on. Firstly if I pick 3 number ball and 1 number ball. So these are all possible outcomes. So possibilities, if we talk about all possibilities, all arrangements, that means we are talking about permutation. Right? If we are talking about selection of few possibilities, only limited number of possibilities if we are talking about, right? So that time we are talking about combination. Combination means selection of possibilities and permutation means arrangement of all possible outcomes, right? So just remember this basic difference between permutation and combination, and we'll be doing a lot of questions on this later on which will make you clear. तो यहाँ पे हमने 3 चीज़ों की बात करी थी. So we have discussed 3 things. Firstly, this formula, you need to remember this formula. We will be using it in the upcoming questions. Just remember this. Secondly, you need to learn these factorial values. And thirdly, the basic difference between permutation and combination. So we have discussed that basic difference between permutation and combination. Whenever all possible outcomes, all possible arrangements we need to write, that time we are talking about permutation. Whenever only one case we are talking about or one possibility we are talking about, that time we are talking about combination. So let's move on to next. Let's solve few questions based on permutation. So how many ways the word can be arranged? So suppose there is one word, rat. So to arrange this rat, we have 6 possible outcomes: RAT, RTA, ATR, ART, TRA or TAR. How? If suppose we by 3 letters we can fill this space. Next, if this space is filled by either R or A or T, right? So if suppose one letter is engaged here, we fill this space with one letter. So how many letters will be remaining for this space? 2 letters. Then if one letter we fill it here, how many letters will be remaining for this space? 1 only. So this is what? 3 into 2 into 1. Into means multiply means for sure we need these cases. AND case it is. If it is OR case, we will be using +1 plus sign, but it is AND case. AND means we cannot go ahead with only this case, right? We need to fill this whole 3 spaces. This all 3 spaces we need to fill. So this is what, how many times we can, by how many ways we can fill it? 3 factorial. So 3 factorial is 6. There are 6 cases. Now suppose if the word is machine, so we cannot write this combination of all letters, right, for machine word. So this becomes very difficult. So how many times we can, how many ways the word can be arranged? So this word can be arranged, count the number of letters, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this word can be arranged by 7 factorial ways. So 7 factorial value we have already determined. You can write down the answer directly. Next, if we talk about game, so how many letters are there? 4. So 4 letters are there. So 4 factorial ways we can arrange this word, right? Next, crystal, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You can imagine this. You can try to understand this by writing 7 spaces. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So for this first space we have 7 chances, then 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So which is what? 7 factorial. So write down the answer of 7 factorial. Next, education. Education we have, see, these are the cases when no letter is repeating, right? So when letter is repeating, we will do such cases also. So education, how many letters are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So that means 9 factorial is our answer. This is factorial sign, right? 9 factorial value we have already studied. It is 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So that value you have to write down. Some 33,000 around it is. 33,880 I guess. Next, now this is sister. If we need to find out how many ways this word can be arranged, so see this, here we have 2 words, 2 letters repeating, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 factorial. But these 2 letters are repeating. So since they are repeating, so divided by 2 factorial, right? So this is our answer. Just simplify this. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1. So find out the value, find out the correct answer. So there are 2 letters which were repeating. So we divided by 2 factorial. Suppose we take another example, percentage. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So percentage we have 10 factorial letters we can arrange. 10 factorial are the number of ways we can arrange this letter. But how many letters are actually repeating? So 1, 2 and this 3. So E is repeating 3 times. So we have to divide it by 3 factorial because E cases we have counted already 3 times. So we are dividing it by 3. E cases we are already counted by 6 times. So 6 we have to divide it by 3 factorial. So now find out the answer. You can easily calculate the answer by cancelling the values. So let's see how many, is there any other letter which is repeating? No, I guess no. Yes, E is the only letter which is repeating. So we have divided it by 3 factorial. Just remember that total number of cases divided by number of letters repeating. With that factorial we have to divide it, right? Let's take some more examples. Letter. Now letter we have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 factorial is the total number of cases divided by number of letters repeating. Number of letters repeating. E is 2 times repeating, right? So 2 factorial. and this t is also repeating 2 times, so 2 factorial for this t also. It will not be 4 factorial. Factorial will be used in separate cases. E has separate factorial and t has separate factorial. 2 factorial, 2 factorial. To simplify this, 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 upon 2 into 1 multiply by 2 into 1 and cancel the values and get the answer. So next let's take corporation. So corporation, we have how many letters? 11 letters. These are 11 letters. 11 factorial divided by how many letters are repeating. So this R is repeating, this O is repeating. So for R we take 2 factorial, for O we take 3 factorial. Is there any other letter which is repeating? No, I guess no. Yes, no other letter is repeating, so this was our answer. Next let's take an example of engineering. So engineering, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So again 11 factorial divided by how many letters are repeating? 1 2 3. This E is repeating 3 times, so 3 factorial, and this N is repeating 3 times, so multiply by 3 factorial again. And we have this let's see, this G also is repeating, so G 2 times, so multiply by 2 factorial. And let's see one any other letter is repeating or not. I is also repeating, so I is also repeating 2 times, so for I 2 factorial again. So just solve this to get the answer. So these are the cases when letters are repeating or letters are not repeating, right? Next category of question is how many ways the word can be arranged if vowels always come together. So vowels always come together. So first take these vowels out. So how many vowels are there? 1 2 3 4 5, right? 5 vowels are there. So write these 5 vowels separately. E, U, A, I, O, right? These vowels we have written separately. Write the remaining letters now. So D is remaining, C is remaining, T is remaining, and N is remaining. Now how many spaces we have? We can write these vowels here. We can write these vowels here, 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 and here, right? So 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 possible ways we can write these vowels. So 5 factorial plus multiply means we can rearrange these vowels also together. Suppose A is on the first position or I is on the first position. So how many ways we can arrange these vowels? 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 factorial multiply by 5 factorial. So this is our answer. So we need to calculate its value. Let's take another example. This was quite complicated. Let's take an easy one. Learned. So how many vowels are there? 2 vowels are there, E and A. So write down E, write down A, right? Together. Now write the remaining consonants L, R, and N. So how many spaces, how many possible ways we can write this EA? We can write this EA here. We can write this EA here, here, here. So how many possible ways? 1 2 3 4. So 4 factorial ways we can write this. Multiply by 2 factorial ways we can arrange this EA also, right? So this is our answer, 4 factorial multiply by 2 factorial. If we talk about another case, vowels never come together. So if vowels never come together, we talk about this case. So suppose we are taking this example machine. So we want vowels not to come together. So write down, you see, if total number of cases we can arrange these words are 7 factorial. Plus the cases in which vowels can come together. So how many vowels are there? 1, 2, 3. So 3 vowels A, I, E, and remaining letters M, C, N, right? So how many ways are there? M, C, and H is also there, M, C, H, N. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 factorial multiply by 3 factorial ways. We can write this word vowels together. We can take these vowels together, and total cases. So the number of cases in which vowel never comes together will be total cases 7 factorial minus number of cases in which vowels can come together. So 5 factorial 3 factorial, right? So total cases minus the cases in which vowels can come together will be the cases where vowels never come together, right? Suppose if we talk about this optical, let's take another example, optical. So optical vowels should never come together. So total cases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 factorial is the total cases. And vowels can come together how many cases? See 1, 2, 3. So 3 vowels are there, right? So 3 factorial for the vowels, and how many spaces are remaining? So just write down these vowels together first. So O, I, A, and how many spaces, how many words are remaining, letters are remaining? P, T, C, L. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 factorial multiplied by 3 factorial, right? So subtract this. So this will be 7 factorial total cases minus the cases, the arrangement, the possibilities where vowels can come together. So 5 factorial, 3 factorial. So this is our answer. It's if we take this example of sister, vowels should never come together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 factorial is the total cases, and vowels are I and E. So write down I and E together. Now how many remaining? 1, 2, 2s, right? And this, see this, if we take this example of sister, so here total cases will be 6 factorial upon 2 factorial because this s is repeating, right? So if s is repeating, now s t r, right? So how many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 factorial plus this s is repeating, so 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial for this s, and IE 2 vowels are there, so 2 factorial for this vowels also. So 5 factorial, this, so answer will be subtraction of this 6 factorial upon 2 factorial minus 5 factorial 2 factorial upon 2 factorial. This is the symbol of factorial. So this will be the answer. You need to calculate the exact value, right? So these are the few cases by which, with the help of which we understood this linear permutation. With restrictions also we studied. This is linear permutation with restrictions. Vowels never come together. This is a restriction. Vowels come together. This is a restriction. So permutation with restrictions we have studied in this topic, in this video. So now let's take this example. Find the number of arrangements of the letters of the word independence, and how many of these arrangements do the word start with P. So if the word start with P, right? If the word independence start with P, so that means this letter P is fixed, right? So P is fixed at the starting, right? So now how many cases, how many letters are remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11, and this total number of cases, firstly let's find out total number of cases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So total cases we have, total arrangement, total ways, we can say ways is equal to, so 12 letters are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 factorial, right? So 12 factorial divided by how many letters are remaining. So see this I, so this here we have one I, again we don't have any I. So E, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times we have this E, so divided by 4 factorial, multiply by how many times this n is there. So 1, 2 and 3. So 3 times we have n, multiply by 3 factorial, multiply by how many times we have this D. So 1, 2. So 2 times we have this D. So multiply by 2 factorial. So when we solve this value, we'll have the answer is 1663200, right? So 1663200. 12 factorial is 12 into 11 into and so on upon 4 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial. So you can cancel out these values and simplify this. This will be the answer. Now if I talk about how many cases are there in which this word starts with P, so that means one letter is fixed. So how many letters are remaining? 11 letters are remaining now. So for the first part, the answer is 11 factorial is the total number of cases for this. Now repeating cases are same as the repeating cases. So divided by 4 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial, because n is repeating, d is repeating, and p is and this e is repeating. So 11 factorial upon 4 factorial multiply 3 factorial multiply 2 factorial. Why we have 11 factorial? Because the first space is fixed for this p, because this word should start with p. So first letter is fixed with p, remaining are empty. So how many choices do we have for the remaining? 11 factorial choices we have. So this will be, the answer of this will be 138600. So 138600 when we simplify this. Second part, do all the vowels always come together? So how many vowels are there in this word? I, N, D, E, P, E, N, D, E, N, C, E. Independence. So how many vowels we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So write down these 5 vowels together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now how many letters are remaining? N, D, N, D, one P is there, N, D, P, N, D, N, C, right? So how many cases, how many outcomes are there? 1 space, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 spaces are there. So we can say 8 factorial. So if 8 cases are there, so there are some repeating cases also. The repeating cases are, there are 2n, 3n, 2d. So 3 divided by 3 factorial and 2 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 2 factorial, plus how many vowels are there? 5 vowels are there. So multiply by 5 factorial upon how many vowels are repeating here. So see how many vowels are repeating? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vowels are repeating, so divided by 4 factorial. This is the same case we did with this vowels, where we have studied vowels to be taken together. So in that time, at that time we studied this, that we need to divide the repeating letters. So repeating letters are divided and the total cases are written here. So when we will solve this multiplication, the answer will be 16800. So you can simplify, just expand these values and cancel out whatever you can cancel and get the answer of the multiplier. Next, if we talk about next part is, do the vowels never come together? So do the vowels never come together? So never come together means total minus vowels come together, right? So answer of third part, vowels never come together. So answer of it will be total ways minus number of ways in which vowels come together. So vowels come together, total ways minus number of ways in which vowels come together. So total ways are, we have already calculated total ways. So total ways are this one. So 1663200. So 1663200 minus vowels come together cases is 16800. So answer of this will be how much? So answer of this will be 1646400. So 1646400. So this is the answer, 1646400. Yes, this is the answer. Now next part, fourth part. So fourth part is, this is very easy. See, total ways minus number of ways in which vowels come together. So that will be the number of ways in which vowels never come together. So total ways are this, number of ways in which vowels come together is this one. So subtracted, we have subtracted it. So this is our answer. Next, fourth part. So in fourth part we have, do the words begin with I and end with P. So how many ways are there in which this word begin with I and end in P? That means 2 letters are fixed, the starting one and the ending one, right? So how many total letters are there in this independence? There are 12 letters. So starting letter is fixed and this end letter is fixed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cases are empty now. So these are fixed, starting with I and ending with P, right? So now how many letters are remaining? 10. So total ways will be 10 factorial divided by same number of cases. Repeating letters we have to divide. So N is repeating, E is repeating, and one more letter was repeating that time. So N is repeating, E is repeating, and D is repeating. So divided by 3 factorial, 2 factorial, and 4 factorial. Because these 2 letters are already fixed. So how many letters are remaining? 10 letters are remaining. So we need to arrange these 10 letters. So 10 letters we are arranging. So when we'll solve this, it will be 12600. So this is our answer. So this is how we have studied few of the cases of permutation which are necessary for our syllabus. So I hope it is clear to you. Just pause the video or rewind this video again, watch this video again and try to solve these questions. First, remember 3 things. The formula for that permutation and combination, we will be using it. Next, factorial values, and third, the difference, basic difference between permutation and combination. So thank you all.